What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Knuckles YouTube channel. Today is Fan Friday, and today's winner was Unfezant Spinda with Mew. And we added the Dusknoir in just so you can move the damage around, but let's go over the deck. Now, we've seen Mew EX before. The main thing here is he has the ability Versatile, which you can use 80 attack and play both yours and your opponent's, but you still have to have the right energies attached to actually attack. So that's what we're going to use here. We're going to use Mew to actually Versatile to use attacks here. So the main thing, I guess the first thing we're going to go over is Unfezant. But before we go over Unfezant, we actually see that it is a stage 2, not a stage 1. So you have P-Dove, 60 HP. You can use Homing P-Dove, or P-Dove. Is it P-Dove or P-Dove? I don't know. Look at the top card of your deck, then you may shuffle your deck. So that way you can see what your next card is going to be. And if it's something bad, you can just shuffle your deck and try over again. You have Tranquil, which has attack Fly. You do 40 damage. Flip a coin if tails. This attack does nothing. If heads, prevent all effects of attacks, including damage done to this Pokemon during your opponent's attack, or during your opponent's next turn. So that means if you use Mew to use Fly, and they try to attack you, and if you flip heads, it doesn't do any damage to you, which is pretty cool. But the main thing here is we want to use is Feather Dance. Now, Feather Dance says, during your next turn, each of this Pokemon's attacks do 80 more damage. So that means no matter what, your attacks do 80 more damage. Now, this goes away if your opponent Verse Seekers, or not Verse Seekers, Lysander, Escape Ropes, somehow gets Mew out of the active spot. That effect goes away and it doesn't work anymore. So you have to Feather Dance once again. But the cool thing here, Unfezant has Delta Evolution. You may play this card from your hand to evolve a Pokemon during your first turn, or the turn you played that Pokemon. So as soon as you put a Tranquil out, you can actually automatically evolve into an Unfezant. So that way you can start using Feather Dance by the second turn. Now, after using... Okay, also you have Sky Attack, which is 120. Flip a coin if tails, attack does nothing. But we have Spinda here, 80 HP. And Staggering Steps, flip a coin if heads, your opponent's active Pokemon is not confused. If tails, this Pokemon's confused. But the main thing we're going to use here is Uproar. This attack does 10 damage to each of your opponent's Pokemon. But after using Feather Dance, you're doing 90 to all of their opponent's Pokemon. So if they have like 3 bench Pokemon, you do 90 to the active, 3 to the bench, which is pretty cool. Now, this seems like a cool concept, but I promise it is really hard to pull off. Like I said, like a Lysander Escape Rope to get around the Mew, or make the Mew's Feather Dance not work anymore. Mew also has 120 HP, which is very few HP. It gets easily knocked out by a lot of Pokemon. But that's why we do play the one Dusknoir in here too. Sinister Hand lets you move around damage counters any way you want to on your opponent's side of the field. So once you do a bunch of 90 damage everywhere, you can move the damage around and knock out your opponent's Pokemon any way you want to. We do play the one Virizion for Verdant Wind. Each of your Pokemon that has grass energies attached to it can't be affected by special energies. And as you see, we do play 4 grass. Now, the Unfezant and Spinda are both colorless attacks, so that's why we can do that. Play the one Drachi, so that way we can use Stellar Guidance. And that's all the Pokemon we play in here. Now, Computer Search for consistency. Discard 2 cards from your hand. Search for any card. 2 Rare Candies, so that way you can evolve into a Dusknoir. And as you see, we do only play the one Dusknoir, and I'll go over that in a second why we do play that. 2 Switch, so you can get whatever out of the active spot if you need to. 1 Town Map, so that we can see all your prize cards. And this is pretty crucial because there's a lot of cards you need in this deck to work. But once you play the Town Map, you can see where the Dusknoir is and actually get it out of your prize cards if you need to. 4 Ultra Pokemon. Oh, it's taking a second to load. 3 Verse Seekers, so you can use any supporters. 2 Cores. Shuffle your hand into your deck, then draw a number of cards equal to the number of bench Pokemon, both in play, both yours and opponents. 2 Lysander, bring up a bench Pokemon from the bench onto the active. 1 Trump card to get everything back except Trump card. 4 in, shuffle your hand into your deck. Each player shuffle his or her hand into the deck, then draw a card for each of his or her prize card remaining. 4 Juniper, discard your hand, draw 7. 2 Wally, search deck for a card that evolves from one of your Pokemon, excluding Pokemon EX, and put that onto your Pokemon. This counts as evolving that Pokemon. Shuffle your deck afterwards. You may use this card during your first turn, or a Pokemon that was played during this turn. So let's say you have a P-Dove. You get P-Dove for Wally to get a Tranquil out, and then get an Unfezant out. So turn 1, you can technically get Unfezant, but it's really hard, I promise, even with the 2 Wally. The Wally are just kind of there later on in the game to get Dusclops, Dusknoir, or maybe Unfezant if you can't search for them and if you need to do it that way. 4 Dimension Valley, which each Psychic Pokemon's attacks cost 1 color so less, and that's just so you can use Feather Dance for 1 energy, you can use Uproar for no energy, which is pretty cool. Now, we do play 3 Eviolite, and you could put Hard Charm in here, but the reason we're playing Eviolite is because supposedly it's cuter. That's why it's in here right now. So Eviolite only attached to basic Pokemon. Any damage done to its Pokemon by attacks is reduced by 20. But if you play Hard Charm, it reduces all instead of just basic. But we're playing Eviolite because supposedly it's cuter, so that's why we're playing it right now. That's what people told me. 3 DCE, so that way you can actually Quake a Punch or use Feather Dance without a Dimension Valley in play. 4 Grass for Verta Wind, and that's the deck. I don't think there's anything I'm missing right now to go over. Yeah, I think we went over everything. But let's see the deck in action and see what happens. We're going against King Dennison, 2014, Metal, Fairy, and Water. What could this be? Let's see. So we start Pit of. Let's see here. Oh, a Toad turn 1. That's never good. Oh, let's see. Man, there's cards I want to discard. So we discard Dimension Valley. Yeah, Dimension Valley and Grass Energy. And here we'll get a Mew. Put the Mew down, Eviolite it, DCE, and in. Okay. So we get a switch. And what is in my turn? Hopefully my opponent doesn't have a DCE turn too. A Quake Punch will only do 10. Crushing Hammer, don't. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Are we playing against Sizeto Slurpuff? See a Lysander. That's what? Laser. Let's see, what is my opponent? Oh, my opponent just has the Water Energy. Okay, sweet. So no, I mean, only Lysander, so no real support for my opponents. So PETA does stay asleep here. Alright, so top deck, Virizion. I hate to have to computer search for this, but hopefully the other switch is in here. Okay, sweet. The others. Now we actually Quake a Punch my opponent here. Go Juniper. Tranquil. Bit of Grass Energy to Mew, and we'll Versatile for a Quake and Punch. Alright. So now we're Quake and Punch for 30. And next turn we can actually Wally or what's it called? That little guy. Little man. Oh, we get Duskull down 2. Wally for Unfezant. There we go. That's what I was trying to talk about. I couldn't remember the Pokemon's name for a second. Well, Versatile. Or where's it at? So many options. Feather Dance. There we go. Alright. So now we're Feather Dancing. Next turn we can Uproar for 90. Oh, we put another Toad down. Sweet. So Quake Punch still only going to do 10 damage. Sweet. Alright. So into my turn. We will Versatile. No, wait, hold on. Oh, I meant to play Jirachi so I could try to get Duskull out. So that's fine. Uproar. 90 and 90. I don't know why I always attack so early with this deck. I just like, alright, time to attack. And I just forget. Alright, so my opponent can't laser me because of Virizion. He can only do 10 damage with Toad right now. He hasn't played a supporter besides the Lysander. We're doing good right now. Kind of silly of me not to play the Jirachi last turn. Trying to get a Duskull. But that's fine. Next turn we can just Feather Dance again. And Uproar for 90-90. Knock both Toads out. So let's see what my opponent's going to do. He's probably freaking out right now. Probably thinking, like, how is that possible? How did he just do 90 damage to both my Toads? Probably just thinking there's no way. Alright, my opponent is inactive. Get him, Cammy! Oh, never mind. Very excited. See a Verse Seeker. Alright, so we can see a Lysander probably here. Ooh, who's going to Lysander is a question. He can do... If he brings up Unfezant, we actually have free retreat. But we should have enough energies to actually retreat. He's debating on it. We see a Lysander bringing up the Duskull. Duskull will not get knocked out this turn, so that's good. We'll Jirachi here, search for a supporter card, and I guess we'll just get Juniper. We really don't need anything in our hand right now. We'll drop the Dimension Valley and Juniper. Wow, we whiffed an energy. That's great. Alright, so Duskull will go down, sadly. If I got an energy, we could have just, what is it called? Feather Dance, and then, I'm being silly right now, I can't remember cards. Feather Dance, and then Uproar. There we go. Sorry, forgot about the combo for a second. Alright, so what will my opponent do here? Now he can't punch the Duskull for 30. And that's about it. But my opponent will take his first prize here. Here's the Enhanced Hammer. Get rid of the DC. Not that big of a deal because we do have the Dimension Valley in play right now. So my opponent gets a prize card. He'll send a Mew. We'll keep the DC in my hand right now. And we'll Versatile. Yeah, we'll Versatile for Feather Dance. And the next turn we can Uproar. As long as he doesn't Lysander or something up. And we can win the game next turn. So. As long as he doesn't... Yes! We did it! Oh my goodness. So here we're Versatile, or Uproar, take a 90 to the Toad, 90 to the Toad, 4 prizes, 1 turn. Oh, there we go. That's all you do there, and that's the deck basically. Like, it's crazy. It doesn't... Like, Lysander messes it up, Scapegoat messes it up, but even our Toad Luck, we still got it. Even though he didn't really have a hand... I'll try to get one more game in, so we'll see what happens in another game. So hopefully you enjoyed this part, and we'll play one more game and see what happens. Alright, so everybody gets Fall Rish playing just a colors deck. Oh, it's probably like Rayquaza. I don't want to play against a Rayquaza. I mean, I don't, but if I have to, I will. Alright, so you have a Spinda start. Yeah, start Spinda. And let's see here. Alright, Kangaskhan and Wishmer. Okay, I thought we were playing against stuff, but I don't think we're playing against stuff right now. So we'll just go along with it, whatever. Put the Mew down, DC it, and oh no, Mew, don't do that. You were just fine just a second ago. What happened, buddy? Oh, we don't get a Tranquil down turn 1. There's another Mew in the discard. Alright, so we'll just end my turn there. Let's see. So Kangaskhan has Call Friend with Search Deck for 2 base Pokemon, put them onto your bench, and then Comet Punch 20 times. Flip for 4 coins, attack does 20 damage times the number of heads. Hopefully he fills his bench up. That'd be cool if we just knock out. Oh, Kangaskhan has 100 HP. I thought he had 90. Oh, Explode. Okay, so we've seen Explode come down. Seeing a Spursha Shitty Jam. Each colorless Pokemon gets 20 more HP. So all these Wishmers have 90 now. And what else does he have here? Dark Energy, so we might see a Call for Family here. Yeah, that's what it seems like we're doing here right now. Let's see, what 2 Pokemon? Oh, sorry, so 2 more Wishmers. Alright, so we'll switch to Mew. Catch a Grass here, just to thin out my deck just a little bit more, and we will course. Alright, so we'll Ultra Ball, discard Duskull and Lysander. Gets a Pidove, put that down, Eviolite here, and we will Versatile. I got so many options. Alright, so Uproar, so we're going to do 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Alright, man, I want to try and knock all of his Pokemon down, knock all of his Pokemon out in 1 turn. Is that possible? Who knows? We're going to try, though. If I can do that, that'll be the end of the video, I promise. Alright, so seeing Lapshred come down. Oh, and he has the X-Plot in the hand too. That's going to be kind of rough to do what I want to do. Get Dark Energy come down. Now he can Comet Punch me if he wants to. Get Course for 7. Another Kangaskhan. Kangaskhan. Whoa, 4 heads. Holy cow, that's amazing. Alright, so on to my turn. We'll Burst Seeker for Course here. Chorus. Wow, we get a Dusclops, Mew, Grass Energy. That's pretty bad. Alright, so we'll Versatile, and we'll do Uproar again. 60 total damage. There we go. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Alright. And if we get the Dust, we know Dusknoir's not in the prize cards, so that's pretty cool. Now we can Wally for a, whatever it's called. The Tranquil. There we go, Tranquil. I forgot for a second what it was called. So let's see my opponent does here. We see a DC go into the Loud Tread. Man, what does X-Plot even do? I'm not 100% sure. Now, we actually saw him coerce away the Loudred, so that's pretty good. Like I said, I don't know what it does, so that's a little bit scary to me. Oh my goodness! Alright, Mew barely survives there. So we'll put a Grass Energy here. Wally. Birch Tranquil. Put that down. Evolve to Unfezant. We have 20 HP left. We're actually going to retreat the Grass Energy to Mew. And here we'll Versatile. Oh, I attached the wrong card. No, I meant to attach the oh man, the DCE. Whoops. If I attached the DC, we could have used. Wait, we could have done that turn. No, why did I use Feather Dance? Oh, misplaced. I'm sorry. I hope you forgive me, everybody. I'm a failure of Pokemon. Okay, they were seeing the Loudred come down. You know, I would just want to do this. I just want him to Common Punch me with one-shot me right here. Do it to me. Do it. Okay, I'm a swinging that way. Whoa, hey, this Loudred is loading up here. We're getting kind of scary. So 3, 6, 9, 12. Alright, so just 20 there. Alright. So on to my turn. We get the we don't want to drop the Dimension Valley yet. I don't think we want to. Well, in here. Do we end? I don't want him to draw an X-Cloud. There's the thing. So we'll just Versatile. Hopefully I don't mess this up. There's Featherance. I couldn't see it because it was so far down. Alright, so it's on my opponent's turn. Does he knock me out or not is the question. Woo! We live. Alright, sweet. So we can win this game right here if we play it correctly. Put the... Oh no, don't do this to me. Alright, Dimension Valley. And then we'll put a DCE, whatever, here. And we need to draw the Dusclops. Yes! We can take 6 prizes in one turn. Oh my goodness. Dusknoir. This is going to be crazy. Put down Dusknoir. And let's make sure everybody's at 70 HP or less. Oh, we could have done it without Dusknoir. Right? Yeah. So here we'll Versatile. Use Spinda. Uproar. 90, 90, 90, 90, 90, 90. 6 prizes in one turn. Holy cow. Who cares if it was a super competitive deck. But that is crazy. And a mystery gift. What do we get here? This is the craziest deck ever. We collected a lot of prizes. Ah! That is crazy. Biggest attack was 90 damage, but we did 710 damage. We took 6 prizes in one turn. Oh my goodness. Who else has done that? Alright, congratulations. We got... What is this card? Lucario. When you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve any Pokemon, you may draw 2 cards. I actually haven't seen that card before. Alright. Well, hopefully you enjoyed this deck. Thanks for watching. Now, down below, I'll have my Twitch link. That leads to a video, and I actually played this in my Twitch stream the night before, and I actually beat Primal Groudon and Masquerain and Mega Charizard. I'll leave the timestamps to where those videos began, so you can watch those if you want to see more videos of this game. Now, some of the video got cut, like some of the music got cut off because of copyright issues. I was playing music during the stream, so that's why it's cut off during Twitch. But if you want to see those down below, or see more games of this deck, where I actually beat a Primal Groudon and a Mega Charizard, like I said, they're going to be down below. And also, you can see me lose a bunch of times. Like, this deck is not that great. Don't think it's a great deck. It is a very... think it's a fun deck or great deck. It is just a fun deck. Sorry. It is a fun deck. So make sure you notice that it's a fun deck. But hope you enjoy. Subscribe if you haven't. Give a thumbs up. Give a thumbs up. Why not? I mean, thumbs down if you really feel like it. I mean, whatever. I can't control you. But hope you have a great weekend. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Alrighty. Bye.